Hello, welcome to my Star Wars Outlaws early game review. I am 5 hours into the game, and that is because I wanted to try out the spaceship mechanics. So this game is so immersive, it feels really immersive, it feels like Star Wars, and I like this game because there's actually like choices and consequences like every other game before it. Like I would say like Dying Light 2, it does have a lot of like choices and consequences, but unlike Dying Light 2, they actually matter. In this game, in this part here, you've got to go speak to this crime boss dude, but you can't because the elevator is broken, so you gotta find a way to get up there. So the way I did it is I fixed the elevator, which is actually pretty good. So you know, you speak to this bartender. This bar feels pretty alive. People drinking. There's lots of British voice acting, which is just amazing because I am British. So as you can see here, you're having a conversation. And then I work my way over here, and there's this woman working on the maintenance room, and she would not let me in. But if you offer her a bit of some cash money, she'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll let you in, blah blah blah, do what you gotta do, all that good stuff. So, you know, you're just talking it out, saying, oh no, I can't let you in, but you know, you're like an outlaw or a scoundrel, so like, you know, here's a bribe, take that, and we go way back, remember? And everyone's like, oh yeah, that's good. So it's okay, you can do my job for me, you can fix the elevator. So pretty much you go in that room, and then you do Wordle, you do Star Wars Wordle, which is also a hacking mini game, but I'll get into that a little later on. So then you hack the computer like you do here, the fix it, you slice, and then like you gotta pick the right symbols to do the right hack. So pretty much blue means you've got it correct, and yellow means you've got it in the wrong spot. So as you can see here, as I'm doing, I got it wrong, so I get the right symbols, and then blue, red, so then obviously that's my last symbol I need to do, and then I've done the hacking. And now the turbo lift will work up, so I can see that mob boss. Speak about mob bosses and crime syndicates in the early game. There are three. There are the the Huts, which is Jabba the Hutt, the Pike Syndicate, and the Crimson Dawn. I know, very, very spooky. And the best thing is, if you work for one and sabotage the other, you'll get good credits with the Crimson Dawn, let's say, and if you choose to screw over the Pike Syndicate, your credit will go down, and vice versa. If you do jobs the Pike Syndicate but choose to screw over the Huts, it will go up and down, as you can see here, which I quite like this. And it looks like there's room for one more. I don't know if there is one more in the late game, but hey yo, I'll find out as I go on. Now immersion, and I'm in this club here, leaning here at a balcony, and as you can see, there's music, there's people dancing. It's very, very immersive. And then you're walking on the streets, and this random fight happens. This dude gets thrown to the ground, says no gambling, you've got bad credit, and no dues, mate. But then as you can hear, there's a British voice actor. I've heard lots of them. I just want to throw this in here because I thought, why not the British? Then also there's random events. If you talk to vendors, sometimes random events will happen, like I just said, where like stormtroopers will come along and try to run them down for money. And yeah, you can either just let it happen, or you can actually pay the stormtroopers off yourself. There's also other random events in the world. You know, races. The races can happen. You can get ambushed on your speeder. Like there's tons. It's really I'm gonna say immersive in Star Wars. So yeah, as you can see, I pay them off, and they go, okay, we'll take this. You know, don't let it happen again. I'll notice. Blah blah blah. Big scary stormtrooper, and then they walk away. And then because I help out the merchant, I get a discount in any of my future purchases, which is going to be pretty cool for me. So that's going to be very helpful. So actions do have consequences in this game. The lock picking mini game is a time-based mini game. If you want to pick this lock, you've got to time it, so you hit it in time with the rhythm of the flashing lights. If you do that, it'll unlock any lock so far. And then there's Wordle, which I've already talked about on the computer, like on the computer hacking. Obviously, you're gonna match up the symbols or the glyphs, and if you want to, you can also change the numbers to make it easier for you. So you get like a fair few tries before obviously you get kicked out. I haven't failed on it just yet, but it's just a trial of elimination. I don't know if there is like a quicker and easy way. If you just pick random symbols each time, I'm sure to get it right. As you can see, I've got a gold on there, so I've got to match up in the right area. So that gold one that I first got goes in the middle, and other two symbols either by it. And it's not like the best hacking mechanic I've ever seen, but it's not the worst. I give it creativeness, to be fair. I've not really seen one like it, unless I got a stupid memory. But yeah. And now other mini games, which are actually mini games, so you can play Star Wars Poker. I think it's for Kabesh, or whatever it is. I think it's called Kabesh, which is it is poker, but it's not poker. It's got like a Star Wars twist to it. It's pretty fun. You can actually make a lot of credits, or you can lose a lot of credits. Obviously, as with all gambling, please play responsibly. Lol. Don't worry, it's in game. Have as much fun as you want. Blow all your credits if you want to. Getting money in this game, I found it so far. It's not too hard to get money. You just steal like people's stuff. It's not that hard. And there's also another form of gambling which we will get in. And the other form is the I wanna say horse race gambling, like betting on horses, but Canto feathering racing. So like the horse racing on Canto by episode 8. Funnily enough, you actually start the game on Canto by, I do believe, if I understood and know correctly. And yeah, so pretty much you pick the horse who like the best odds, put some money on it, and hopefully it wins. It might not win every time. I think it's got like an RNG pattern to it, but if it wins, you're either gonna make 25 credits, 50 credits, or like I think 150. You got a chance to make some real credits as well. And I forgot to mention later on a little bit later on in the game, you can also cheat at the poker game. But if you get caught cheating, you can get banned. So FYI, just be careful and don't get banned from playing poker, because it can be a fun way to pass the time. Now we get to parkour. You've got like this Uncharted 4 rope mechanic that you can swing from, and you can climb up and down. And the climbing mechanic actually reminds me of God of War, like the climbing mechanic in God of War 4 and God of War Ragnarok. I don't know why, it just feels like it. And I'm gonna say it. Why does it feel better than the recent AC parkour? I don't know why. I just prefer it. Like, it actually feels like good parkour. Well, I know it's not actual parkour. It's kind of like scripted, but I don't know. It just feels better than recent AC games. Now we get to stealth gameplay. This might not be the best example, but I didn't really want to spoil anything. But the stealth gameplay is highly incentivized, because most of the time when you're doing a mission, it says do not rig this alarm. And if you set off the alarm, you're gonna get some heavy heat. And Nyx is pretty good in stealth gameplay. You can get him to trigger like bombs, you can get him to disarm traps and cameras, and you can get him to distract people like I do here. So if you need to move to one area to another area, but you can't because there's a guy watching you like I'm doing here, you can quickly run, slide, and into there. They'll shoot at Nyx, but they won't actually hit him. They're like, obviously they're Imperial, so they've got terribly bad aim. And as you can see there, I think I'm setting off the bomb, and all I've got to do is do that like little quick time event with the left bumper, and it will trigger it, and it will explode and cause a distraction. And sometimes maybe hurt people, but sometimes it can be explosive, sometimes it can be a smoke bomb. And then you can tase the people from afar. You're aiming with your pistol and right bump, and it tases them. And as you can see here, so what people here, I've sent Nyx out to steal or attack him, I can't quite remember. So he's gonna go do that. He's gonna go steal me some loot, which would be pretty cool. Sometimes it'd be like a thing you can sell for money. Sometimes it will be money. Sometimes it'll be a grenade, and sometimes I don't know, it should be whatever. You can still whatever, but yeah. And then you got the classic with stealth, which is to go up behind someone and knock them out. Which I don't know how I feel is because it is always a one-punch knockout. But it does it on the spot, and you can't like hide the body. So if you like do it somewhere quiet, and you need to move the body a little bit, you just can't. Like as you can see here, like I knock him out. Luckily, there's no one gonna see the body. But if I'm like in other areas and I've got to like knock him out and go, I can't. so I can't move the corpse, so it just gets spotted and cause a whole thing. As you can see here, Nick's just distracting someone, I knock him out, and it's simple as that, easy peasy. You can also use Nick's to distract camera, fit in the line of sight of the camera, click distract, and you can sneak up and turn off the camera sometimes, or if not, just sneak past it. It's very helpful. Time to talk about speed gameplay. I mean, it's a speeder, you can't go wrong. It's like driving a bike in any game. Like, there's not really much to say. It works, it's good, it's not like bullshit, you know. You can actually drive it alright. It's a bit clunky now and again, but what driving mechanic isn't in any driving game you've ever played. I can guarantee it. Or is it just my bad driving? Who knows? But, you know, speed mechanic works, it's good. You'll like it. Now let's talk about the ship combat or ship gameplay. I had pretty much waited like 5 hours to get into this. That's why I played 5 hours into the game, because I wanted to experience all the combat. And obviously, of course, it didn't take actual 5 hours of gameplay. It took like 4 hours and something or other. But I did a few side bits and that. But I wanted to experience this feature so I can actually tell you how it feels. If you've ever played Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017 edition, it feels like that, you know, spaceship combat gameplay. Or if you've even played Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, that spaceship combat, it feels like that. It feels really good. It feels familiar. It feels like nothing new, but I'm not complaining. It's not wrong. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And to me, it does the job. It's good. I enjoy it. It's fun. You know, that's all it is to it. Now let's talk about melee combat. Melee combat is pretty fun, and there's nothing really to it. You just press like square or X a few times, or whatever your interact button is, and it feels really heavy. It kind of feels like the Last of Us 2 punching combat. That's what it feels like. Right, now let's actually get into shooting combat. If you're shooting a pistol, if you're shooting case pistol, it feels a bit weak. It doesn't feel like you shoot a Star Wars blaster. It does. It kind of feels like I'm shooting paintball bullets and they're shooting real bullets, kind of thing. But if you pick up like any other rifle, if you pick up any 11 rifle, which is a standard Imperial rifle, or if you pick up a grenade launcher or anything like that, then it feels a lot stronger. And you can also shoot explosive barrels, so it looks fun. There you go, E11 blaster, and using the E11 blaster felt good. Like, the shooting mechanics felt good with the blaster, but with the little pistol, it feels a bit weak. Now also, there's this mode called Adrenaline, and as you could probably guess by if you click in both sticks, you activate Adrenaline, and it's going to activate right about, well, it's going to activate in a few seconds here. Boom, 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 you attack your targets. It kind of reminds me of Deadeye from Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, so technically I'm gonna get hate for saying this, you know, female John Marston, female Arthur Morgan, but no, it kind of reminds me of the Animus thing where you could assassinate 6 people very quickly in Assassin's Creed Mirage. So I don't know, it's just a unique gameplay feature that isn't so unique because it's been used in like every other game ever. Clicking the sticks and you get like easy kills, but it's pretty fun, you know, it's cool. So after all my rambling, you should get this game. Yes, I think you should get this game. I'll give this game like 7 out of 10. It's a good Star Wars game. If you like Star Wars, get the game. Obviously, there's been a lot of hate about the game, so actually listen to the criticism. And then obviously all the hate that makes no sense, all the random hate that makes no sense, just ignore that. And if you find a game, buy it, enjoy it, play it, have a good time. That being said, guys, get the game. It's fun. See ya.